Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to the Jeffries network on OpenTTD. Now we start here at Renston for no reason at all. Literally, I wish there was a reason. No, I just happened to be here when I started recording. This is because I was checking out the status of our express and local trains, and they actually, most of the time, seem to be working okay. See, now why's that gone in there? That needs to be just a deny, I think. And so does this one. And then that is, if max speed is less than or equal to 50, I wish a little box would come up and tell you which is which there. Just so that you got a fair idea of, is that the right way around or not? I don't know. Right, what we are going to do today though is some more linking up. And what do I mean by that? Well, we have to get some freight in at some point, because it's been a long time since we built the freight terminal, and a long time since I started telling you guys what the freight terminal would actually contain. Now, I've been having a look at some more of your name suggestions. I think there are some good ones here. I'm not so keen on the Monty Python referenced ones. I think I've never really watched Monty Python myself, and I imagine there's a few other people out there in the same situation. So again, I'm not saying they're bad suggestions. What I'm saying is I don't get that. What I'm saying is, it probably isn't a good idea to be using Monty Python references in our towns, or cities, or bus stop names, or anything like that. So, there's a very good chance we might not be using those. So things like City Walks Plaza, I mean, you can sort of understand why that one won't get selected. There's a town name as well that's also a Monty Python reference. You can probably understand why that wouldn't be selected either. So, today, we're going to work on freight. Maybe not exactly getting freight trains in, but we're going to work on linking up our freight network. That noise you can hear in the background is my door. I'm about to push it. It'll probably slam quite loudly, so bear with me. Here we go. Still not shut properly. It'll swing open again in a couple of minutes. We'll have to do that game again. But here's a little freight link that I've put in. Runs along here and onto here. And what this does is it connects the outer loop to the Great Eastern Main Line here. I've been doing a lot of research on radial lines and orbital lines around London. And one thing I've discovered is, in actuality, there are a lot of lines like this. So a good example would be the North London line. In London, funny enough, as I was saying, where there's actually more freight links than you think. There are lots and lots and lots of different freight links, and I think that's actually very important for this map, that we have those freight links in as well, because last time out we had to add the freight links in afterwards, and it became very difficult to do that. So this time around we're going to try and get it right first time, and actually get all the links in that we need. So with that in mind, we're going to pop in a bridge here and a bridge here. In fact, we're going to put slows 100 miles an hour in like that, and then this is going to run along and it's going to connect up there, and this one's going to come out, it's going to run along and it's going to connect up there. That's one side done. Got to stop doing that. I just don't seem to have any mouse control anymore. It's really frustrating. But we're going to put that in like that. This is going to be a little rail that's going to run along like so, and then we're going to have another one from here that runs along like so. You're just going to run down and connect up like that. You're going to connect up like that. Just realised there's no signals at all on this section of track. Well, that just won't do. We'll have to redo that. But yeah, that's just going to connect up like that. Right, now the way this is going to work is I'm going to grab this quickly. I think 9 will be a suitable distance, but you never know with this. Get rid of that. Upgrade that one. But at this point it's just you put a signal, you put a signal on a tunnel like that. That's that bit signaled. Same here. Same here. Most definitely same here. And then on this bit, that goes like that. That goes like that. We'll come back to this section in just a second. And we'll have one there. And that's that done. Right, that's the one we want here to do this bit with. Let's say this is a freight link section. So that'll go like that. We'll pop that there. That there. That there. And this one as well needs updating. You can just hear my doors opened again. Bear with me just a second, guys. It's going to get loud. There we go. Apologies for that. Right. So that's that one connection done. If you carry on following this down, let's see. It's going to come through there, down here, and this way. Actually, while we're here, we should probably do a connection to the freight depot as well, because there's every chance that some of the trains are going to go straight into the depot rather than up the main line. And even if it never gets used, it will always be handy to have it around just in case. So again, with that in mind, I'm going to connect that there. This will come out a little bit further. It'll probably be easier if these all jumped over it rather than so see, that's going to go like that. That's going to cut straight across like so. In fact, it's going to connect straight up like that. This one is going to be a little bit of a gap. There we go. Right, so that one's going to jump over. That one's going to jump over. That one's going to jump over. And that one's going to jump over. All like so. That one is going to be a girder, so is this one. Alright, there we go. And then that's going to connect there. Is there a signal here? There isn't. There is now. And that one's going to connect there. That one needs upgrading. So does that one, actually. Yeah. And we also need one there. We need to get rid of that one. Just very quickly change that and do that. There we go. And then that can go back to being that. Okay, so that's that done. And then from here, I mean, we could really use, if it carries on coming down this way, and then I guess we could have another divide here. Although I've got this set for a station, haven't I? So the divide will have to be here. Oh, I've done it again. Like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. In fact, I'll put it there. That goes there. And that one, yes, put it there. Right. Now somehow I've got to get these connected up. Just having a look at this, I think I'm going to have to do some redirecting. So I think this DC line, as good as it is, I'm going to have to redirect it slightly. Because we'll probably end up building another station up this way anyway. That's going to go across like that. That's going to go up like this. Pretty much like that. And then you're going to come across like that. You're going to come across like that. I can't remember the gaps here. 9 sounds about right. So we'll just join them up. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Upgrade this one. Upgrade that one. We'll have a line that runs straight down like this, but we'll use it for different purposes. Okay, so the plan is we're going to bridge over here, and then we're going to turn, and then it's going to connect. Let's just use a viaduct, nice and simple. And then here's where it's going to turn, so we need to build this up a little more. Just like that. That can lower down, so can all of this. Actually no, that one can stay as it was. Alright. Just get rid of that, and then we'll get rid of that. This is going to come underneath and connect like that. This is going to come under, whoops, not there. In fact, we'll do it after this signal. How about that? That looks good. You're going to connect there, you're going to connect there. That's going to come right up to there and there. That's going to come to there and to there. That one's going to come to there and like that. And then that one's just going to come straight across like so. Girder. Truss. And truss. Right, in terms of signalling, we've got this one here. Like so, and like so, that one as well, and that one. Perfect. I've got to stop saying that. Okay, let's pin these for now, because we're going to keep needing them. So that's another one done. Now if freight continued down this way, we would also like to link up to the line out of St. Peter, maybe even the line out of St. Michael. In fact, St. Michael might be the better option. Not 100% sure. Can't believe I haven't actually upgraded St. Michael yet to be a full-fledged station. With track and everything. There we go. Hasn't got a station building though. Should probably have put that in at some point. Oh well. We'll come back to that. So the main thing is we can now run freight from up here in the north, especially the northwest, but only as far as here, to be fair, all the way down, and then via the orbital routes we can run it through in many different directions. Now the only one we haven't done is a link between the northwest main line and the northeast main line, but we will use this spur here to help with that as well. But I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. Maybe have this loop around, up and over, join up again, and then come over here. Something like that. Let's see if we pull this off from here. We'll put a signal there. We'll get rid of that. We'll upgrade that. That will come along. Like so. We'll have a bridge coming over the water. Keep it simple. Like so. Right, now one line can come along like this. That's fine. Actually, let's not build it up. Let's just bring it along like that. Right, now I've got to get it over this mess. Let's see. The way that this tunnel's set up, I think I've got just enough space that I can actually bring it around the edge of the tunnel, perhaps. Like that. Now can I fill in the gap? I could do it a bit like that, and in fact if I take this back a couple, I could do it a bit like that too. Alright, or I could just do the simple thing and build a couple of aqueducts. Should have done that really, first time out. Oh well, that saves us some trouble. There we go, problem solved. And that will come along like that. This will come down to here, and then down again to there, and then down a third time to there, and then you will connect all of these up like so. We'll then stick a bridge in. Let's go for something simple like the suspension bridge. We will then bring that down like that, and you'll connect there, you'll connect there, and this one will connect here. Perfect. Stop saying that, Mark. It's not even a good saying. It's damn right annoying. Right. You upgrade. You upgrade. That one's already done. Okay, good. Done. Finished. Right. I think that does us good actually. The only thing that's bugging me is these trains here are really clearly struggling. Right, this one is actually on the right track, which is a good thing, but the others, I'm not so sure. And that's going to cause some headaches, but I think for now we'll get away with it. I'm just looking to see if there's any others that we could use for freight. Once we start building out St. Peter and St. Michael, then we'll add the freight lines into that as well, because I haven't fully decided yet how that's going to be set up. I would like to see some freight trains running though, so I think we should get on with that. Now down here somewhere there must be a factory that we can use. New glassworks. So we had an arable farm, didn't we? Is it an arable farm? Do you know what? I can't remember. Let's go back and check real quick. Over this way, over here. A dairy farm. We also have some hotels, but that's passengers. Fairly obvious. Scrapyard maybe, iron ore mine. I like the idea of conveying milk. Milk and livestock. That sounds like a good Good piece of business right there. So somehow so that's a sheep farm. Go get freight trains through all of that and out this side somewhere. There should be there must be a factory somewhere. Steel mill, glass works, grain mill. I need a dairy. Another arable farm. Furniture factory. Aluminium plant. Oil refinery. Brickworks. Clay pit. Well, that's... I assume clay goes to a brickworks. Dairy farm. Paper mill. I don't even know what dairy looks like. I can't remember. I can't imagine it has smoke coming out of chimneys though. I know that much about a dairy. Sawmill. Another sawmill. How have we got all these stuff but not a dairy? We've got a stockyard up here. Livestock can be brought over here. So I'll set this up. Like so. Just checking water pumping, goods A, B, steel mill. Yeah, no, should be fine. In fact, we will use the goods A and B for here as well. Let's put B there actually. And we'll do something a bit like this. And a bit like that, I suppose. To there. Now this all needs to converge into one. So we'll have to do something like this. This, meanwhile, comes down and joins up with that. Like so. And then this comes down and joins up with this main line somewhere. Now I quite like the idea of the river running alongside the rail. So I think what we should do is bulldoze under here and under here. We'll put the rail straight in, except we'll have a bridge here. Just a little girder bridge, something like that. To bring it underneath the track. We'll keep that going for a little bit more. And then we'll slope it up. Like so. And I'm going to put the river back in before I forget. So the river's going to run along here and then underneath that bridge. And then it's going to connect up there like that. And in fact, if I... do another little girder bridge like so, it's going to connect up again under there, and then this is going to come down and connect up like that. Awesome. Right. So here is where the line is going to diverge into two sections. One's going to come up and over here and connect up like that, and then it's going to come down and it's going to connect up like that. The other one is going to come along like this along like this, and then along like this. And then this is going to run alongside here for just a little bit. Just so that we're not interfering with the station setup here too much. Right, so you are going to be signaled like that. You're going to be signaled like that. Be a gap there, there's going to be one like that and like that. That all seems fine. And then over on this side, we need to connect that up and that up. Like so. You are unsafe waiting position. Yeah. Unsafe waiting position. You share that one. That is that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason I am doing this is so that deny if cargo is livestock, then allow for that one. So this one needs to unshare, and it changes to food, I'm guessing. Yeah. Then allow. Let's go remember which one's which. So that one should be... Oh. Wait, no. This one is food. This one is livestock. There we go. Now, do I need goods facilities here? Not goods facilities, servicing facilities here. No, I'm going to put them at the other end, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put them at the other end. Reason being is we're going to have a central pool of resources, as it were. So this here is going to be brought into use now. So it's going to come out and then along that way and then down and around that way. Same with the food, it's going to be brought into here and then it's going to be taken out to wherever it needs to be. Which in this case, I don't actually know. I think we'll leave that bit for now, but the livestock definitely brought into here and then taken out to wherever it needs to go. So, with that in mind, we should probably get cracking and actually start building. I'm just looking again because I think we could put a second loop in here if we wanted to. Got rid of that, got rid of that, get rid of that bit of depot there, along and then up and then back. That'll be something to consider in the future. For now, though, let's actually get the freight train going. Actually, no, we need to build the other end, don't we? Yeah, we need to build this end, the livestock. Okay. So at this end, we want crap. Why did I just do that? What was it? A dairy farm. If ever I do a blooper reel, that's going straight on it, I tell you. Right, there we go. Right, just reply to a message on my phone really quickly, sorry about that. Okay. So here is where our trains are going to load. It's also where our trains are going to be serviced. It's going to be servicing facilities at this dairy farm. I'm just thinking where to put them. So here's a track that's going to go straight through. I kind of want it to go into a depot and then out again to a station. Actually, hang on. Probably better if it went like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that will come across. And then in here we will put one there as well. Hang on. Do that as well. And then that, and then that. Okay. Yard. Probably be the best. Raw materials maybe. No, fixtures. That's what we want. Like that, and then the buffers. Like that. Make sure they're not the same. Good. Make sure that's the right one there. Dairy sidings. Get it named. Okay, now here we want this line to come up this way to meet this one. And the reason we're doing that is this needs to be changed. There we go, that's better. Right, so this is going to break off of here, and there'll be one that breaks off of this side as well. You're going to bridge over like this. This one's going to come down like this and connect up like that. And then these two lines are going to hop over like so. That's going to go like that. Let's make sure that's all fine. Looks like it is. We're going to convert that, we're going to convert that, and we're going to convert that all to one-way path signals, and that one. And then also like so. Okay. And now we've got to do this. So we want a heavy freight 40 miles an hour. That sounds okay, I suppose. Cargo capacity, livestock. like that, and then we want a brake van of some kind. I'm hoping that we have some. Let's get rid of all of these. Not really interested in any of the Dutch trains. Or any of these ones for that matter. There we go. Passenger coach, 5-plank wagon, open wagon, mineral wagon. Any kind of brake van. There we go. 20-ton brake, 10-ton brake. $10-ton work, I suppose. It's a bit small though. Looks a bit rubbish. Actually, to be honest, let's do this. And then a 10-tonner at the end. Okay, so this is going to run into here, and then it's going to run to here. And then it's going to go down this line as you'd expect. And then it's going to come off. Yeah, off where it's supposed to. And run into here. It's then going to run around the loop to here. I feel like I need to put a waypoint in between. Just so that it knows. Stick one like that. And like that. So you are... What's this? Gardcity North Freight Terminal. So this is GNFT loop. Yeah, we'll just call it loop. Go to the space at the end. There we go. Right. And then once you've gone to there, you then come down this way. Along here, and then down to livestock. Here. And then from there it should run straight back up to here. So this is no loading, no unloading. This is no loading. This one here is no unloading. And then this one here just does its thing. Okay. So in terms of time stopped, we'll do 750 for all of these except for this one here. The loading is going to be the longest part of the journey, so we'll do 1500. And then yeah, the speed limits inside the freight terminal will be 15 miles an hour. Just to keep things nice and simple. 40 miles an hour on the rest of the route, I think should be about fine. Right. Close that as well. Ungrouped trains, there should just be the one, and there is. Fantastic. Right, so this needs to be... Grab that. And grab this. We'll just call it that for now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and let's start this off and see how well it goes. Actually, before we do that, I need to come over to this. Now this is going to be the complicated bit. So I need to trim one off the end of each of these platforms. Like so. These ones are fine. And then one off of all of here as well. I need to put some signals in. Like this. Okay. We'll start here and we'll just do deny. And then we'll get all of these. Like so. So that's the one we need to copy from. And I believe that is the top left corner there. So this is deny, 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 and so on and so forth with all of these. All the way down like that, and then all of these ones as well. Like that. Close. And then these ones. Now it's going to sound like stupidity. We're going to remove the copied order. The reason being is you have to be able to share it afterwards. So we're going to do deny, but then if, and not press the remove, cargo can carry livestock, then allow. Okay, and then this is going to copy from all of those. Right, now if I follow this train, once it gets to the terminal it should only run into the livestock platforms, which would be very nice indeed. Right, I also want to change the colour of freight wagons. So we'll go into this real quick. Freight wagon. We want it to be white and grey. Well, these ones don't seem to be affected by that. Oh crap, hang on. Let's try this again, shall we? Start this completely again. There's one little thing I forgot to do, and it's quite an important thing when you compare it. Oh, maybe it's not important. Nope, it's not important. Okay. Gotta make sure that your train's carrying the right stuff before you set it out. Otherwise you can end up with a colossal mistake that you've got to fix. Okay, how are we doing for time? 44 minutes. That's not bad at all. So I don't think you guys need to see this journey. I think you're pretty certain of what it's like. We need to get some farm supplies here at some point. Come on, train. I know I set it to, was it 1,000 here? Just point. That should be 1500 as well. This should just be 1000, I think. The siding should always be the longest stop because that's where the timetable buffering happens. You've got to make sure that the train can reset itself after its journey. Alright, so the train's going to stop here and it's going to load up with livestock, hopefully. Give it some time, I'm sure it will. Whilst we're doing that, I'm just going to have one last look at some of the name suggestions that you guys have given. As I said last time, railway stations we need. We also need some more town names. And of course the bus and tram stop names. Loads of suggestions for buses and trams. Very happy with that, so thank you everybody for that. The ones that we do still need though, town names and railway station names, because all three of them are sort of interchangeable at the moment in Gardcity. So you have an area, then you have a station named after it, and then you have a bus stop attached to the station. So it's always good to have all three of them working together simultaneously. Kind of the same with airports, I suppose. Docks you can be a bit more liberal with. Regions, I've only had 2 region suggestions, one of which isn't really counted because it was already what it was called. So Greater Gardcity doesn't really count as a suggestion because, you know, that is the area. It was the area in the last map and it was in the area before that as well, except it's Greater Guard Town last time out. Oh yeah, I've got the realistic acceleration speeds turned on. Also turned quite high. I kind of want to turn that down. No, hang on. Yeah. We want to turn that maybe 10. Just so that the freight trains are struggling a little bit more up hills. Obviously as we get more powerful locomotives, that won't be the case. But right now I kind of want to simulate what it was like in the old days where some trains needed banking engines in order to get up hills. Especially in places like the Lickey Incline. More in the north of England than in the south. There weren't that many hills in the south of England, apart from on the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway. But we're not really simulating that here. I was saying, oh yeah, region and counties. So Greater Gardcity is already taken. That was obvious from the start. The other suggestion is Tuckerland, which I'm guessing is a Dutch name, given who suggested it. But I don't think that fits in an English scenario like this. It's a tricky one. I like to be international. I'm planning on having an area in Gardcity called Lafayette, because I've always had a area somewhere in any of the cities I've built in any game I've played called Lafayette. So I would like to continue that trend. Things like Tuckerland though, it doesn't fit. It doesn't sound right. But I'm more than welcome to, you're more than welcome to suggest German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Dutch, whatever it might be. I mean, that's just European. If you want to go outside of Europe as well, feel free. More than happy to do that. The only thing is, it kind of has to fit in with an English-sounding scenario as well. That's the only real catch. But you never know. We can make it work. Some names might be taken and maybe combined with others or adapted in one way, shape or form in order to create a workable name. I hope you guys don't mind me doing that. It's kind of so we get the best of both worlds then. 2 suggestions can get chosen instead of just the one. But anyway, I'm going to watch this freight train and hopefully it's going to go exactly where it should go. And then we'll get some food going next episode and we'll start distributing that around all the different places as well. With the food, the idea is to take it to the freight terminal and then have lorries take it from there into the town. That should be possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be possible, but you never know. with these kind of cases. It's all about making money at the moment because we are struggling a little bit financially. Someone suggested it could well be that taxes are coming into it, which is where this other is coming from. That would make sense. Not there. Does it just come under tax? No. Whoops. Collapse all. It would come under company. Let's have a look. Or maybe accounting. Yeah, inflation on, interest rate is on, obviously. Percentage of leg profit to pay in feeder systems. I think we should take that down to about 50. Oh, it only goes down by 2. Alright, 51. So I've heard when it comes to calculating which vehicles owed what, it can get a little bit confused. Inflation costs are slightly faster rising than payments. That sort of works out, I suppose. Also, cargo distribution. I'm going to increase this because I think that was one of the things that was causing lag as well. The fact that it's constantly trying to calculate what's going on. The higher you set this, the more CPU time the calculation of the link graph will take. Yeah, so we want this to lower. And then, yeah, the shorter you set it, the more CPU time will be necessary. So these are the settings that I will be fiddling with during the course of the game to try and keep the game running as smooth as it is now, because this is very user friendly right now. I'm liking this a lot, so I'd quite like it to stay this way. That's got to change. Now we're going to struggle to get over this bridge, aren't we? I think I will set this down a little bit more. Five should be about fine. Just to hop it over. And this is a train that's only got 8 units of livestock on board at the moment, and it's struggling to get over those slopes. So imagine when it's got a full load. That's going to be impossible. Freight trains are going to differ in length depending on what they're carrying as well. So in this case, we're only carrying livestock. I don't know how many vehicles there were actually. How many vehicles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what's that? That's 32, 112 units of livestock we need, and the farm produces 26 per month, I think it said. So we are going to have to ensure that the trains are running fairly infrequently almost to give the farm a chance to actually get the load back before the next train arrives. Anyway, this seems to be working. It's going into the right platforms, which is fantastic. So as I said, this side is going to be no loading, the other side is going to be no unloading. So you unload here, you go around the loop, and then you pick it up again. Why are you servicing? That should be on. Like this. That's messed up the timings again, hasn't it? So I'm going to have to set this up again. Yeah, so what it's done here is unloaded completely. I kind of don't want it to do that. Actually, maybe I do want it to do that, actually. Because then it'll run empty round the loop, which is kind of what would happen in real life, I suppose. Maybe not, actually. So, we'll do transfer, and I don't want it to leave empty. That's the thing, I don't want it to leave empty. Just no loading. But I don't want it to leave empty. Why is it saying that? Right, hang on. Switch. Switch. So here we just want it no loading. And here we want it to be no unloading. So I guess it is just going to run empty around the loop each time. Oh well. Right, so as I say, I'm going to watch this train. We're going to make sure that it's working properly. I'm then going to release the other 4, so we're going to have 5 trains. Next time out, we'll get the food coming in. Somewhere here, we're going to have to build roads as well. I think a road depot here maybe would work. Or, I don't know, if we could reconfigure this track slightly, maybe build a huge road depot in here. So then we have lorries take the stuff into the towns. Because this stuff, it needs food, I think, in order to grow. I think. Not 100% sure. I also want to make sure that the trains are running as they should be. What's wrong here? This has definitely gone wrong. Right. Depot. Why can't you find route to local depot? Do you have to run through the station first? They all want to go to Phenom Woods, which is making me wonder why that particular station. Why is that the one that doesn't want to work properly? How are you not able to find route to local depot? It's straight ahead. It is literally straight ahead. It's there. Wrenwood. Okay, hang on. I'm a little bit worried about this. Okay. Now it knows where it's going. It's waiting for a free path. Where's this going? Okay, so something's not right here with this. So deny. If next order is Phenom Woods, then allow. Which is where this train's going. That there is Phenom Woods. I'm just going to send you to depot. Start the route again. So that's deny. If next order I can't get my head around these signals. I don't know whether there's a bug in them, maybe? I think that was what's wrong with this one. But there are some where it seems really simple to set them up, and then you actually try and do it, and it turns out to not be that simple at all. They're the ones that are bugging me, because I cannot believe for one single second that they are that difficult to work with. But there you go, apparently they are. Anyway, for the last time, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Get those name suggestions in, please. There was supposed to be an episode on Wednesday. Unfortunately, there wasn't. The reason being was Tuesday, I was out all day when I wasn't expected to be, which is why I couldn't get an episode ready for Wednesday. And I tried to make up for it Wednesday morning, but I was actually out on a golf day all day. I was playing in a Steamage FC charity golf day from, I think it's like 10 AM, and I didn't get home till 7. Video was due to go up at 8, so there was no way that was going to happen. So I do apologise for that. But next week, what I'm going to do over this weekend is pre-record some episodes, try and get a week ahead, so that if there's anything that goes wrong and I get set back a week, it doesn't mean that a video gets missed. So there will be a thing where comments might not get replied to straight away, because it will take a week for me to be able to read them. Once they're read, they will of course be replied to. So that's just something to bear in mind there. Apart from that, next week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, there will be an episode. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. Also go over to the Google Docs and give me some name suggestions, please. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.